Oh, tied to my avocado right there. Okay, so, oh, the audio. Okay, I don't know how the audio is gonna turn out, but this is the first try, so everything can happen. Okay, my name is Leticia. I live in Canada, Toronto, but I'm Brazilian. I moved here like 2 years ago, and I'm passionate about beauty. And actually, like, I watch Hannah Louise Poston, and every time she introduces herself, I feel like she's talking to me because I also love like beautiful things since a little kid, and because of that, like her, I used to spend like a lot of money in makeup and fashion, clothing, even home decor, everything. And I'm actually like an architect, so I got I'm really like driven by like good design, things like that. So that was a problem for me until years ago when I figured it out. I will make a video explaining my journey well, but the important thing right now, I thought about like how many tries. I thought about actually just explaining my journey in a more specific way, and in a way that talks about my journey into makeup and capsule makeup. I would say even like a minimalistic capsule makeup, which might be redundant, but it's like it's not minimalistic in the sense like I have one thing in like I have 5 things in my makeup bag. No, but I don't have many of the same thing. For example, I just had one concealer, the Cosas concealer, and I just threw it away yesterday because it expired. So it's like I don't have many of it. I have only what I need, but at the same time I like to play with sustainable brands, ethical brands, clean brands. Don't like this kind of name a lot, but for what it's worth, cleaner brands, and at least cruelty free. I try to have that barrier, and that's it. So because of all that I said, I've been in a journey trying to create a capsule makeup but collection, but a capsule makeup collection that also helps me to have like signature looks, like in not just one. I was thinking about like 1, 2, or even 3 that I could like use it depending on my mood and what I want. And I thought about like doing a makeup and shadow makeup just like showing a little bit of like what do I understand it is like natural makeup, and how to create this capsule makeup, how am I evolving, how am I still, because I'm still buying things because my collection like was huge and it's been years I haven't used anything. Most of it I had to throw away because it was like expired even before I came here. So let's start. So as I said, I don't have a concealer anymore, so let me just take my hair out of my face. I don't have a concealer anymore. I do have foundations. I really like how the Rare Beauty one looks. I like so much that I bought 2 because I bought the wrong color match. Like one is a good match for me in summer and the other one most of the time in Canada, which is like 8 months or so. And I still have the Cosas, but the Cosas for me during summer, because I have oily skin, how you can see, oily glamorous skin, this is too oily for me. I have the shade 3 point, it will focus someday, maybe not, anyways, 3.5. And when I use that one, I have to go with like a mattifying primer. Like I kind of like mix both with my hand and apply both of them at the same time, because I prefer to mix everything in one so I don't have a lot of coverage. Even though this is like very light coverage, I almost only like a wash of color on my face just so I can uniform my face. That's what I have usually, but I'm going with the Rare Beauty one. So the Rare Beauty one, my right color is 190W, 190W, and originally I bought the 210N, which is a little bit too dark for me. So what I can do, because now I have a 10, I'm playing tennis every morning, so I have a 10 now. It's I can, oh yeah, I can like use 2, 3, 4 dots of the light one and like 2 dots of the I feel like a mixologist, like of the dark one. So let's see. I'm probably looking at the wrong place. I'm looking at the monitor. I really have to get used to this. But like, as I told you, I'm brand new with this, so I'm sorry, bear with me. Okay. So when I use this one, because this foundation is a little too mattifying for my taste, I use the Rare Beauty Illuminating Primer. I bought like the illuminating and the mattifying primer in the mini version, just so I could try and see if I like that. I really want to try the milk one, the green one, but most people say that it doesn't go well with this foundation, so it's in my face now. It's crazy how different my skin looks in the mirror and here. Because I don't have a concealer, I'm just gonna apply the foundation here, and honestly that's basically almost enough. Like the coverage, for me this coverage is crazy already. It's like a lot. I usually don't wear all this coverage. Like most of the days, honestly, I don't apply makeup, and when I do, I like it to be almost indetectable. And I only had like sunscreen and moisturizer, so that's that. Like I really like it. See, like I have the glow, but it's really like smooth and seamless. If I go back, like that's a crazy coverage for me already. I do have like, I'm going through hormonal problems, troublesome phase. You can't see probably because of the camera. Maybe you can. I have a lot of texture here, like comedones, close comedones, a lot, because it's all hormonal. So being able to use a mattifying foundation with a illuminating primer or vice versa gives me that middle ground, which helps to smooth my skin, camouflage what it should do, but also like not too much, because when you use something too mattifying, what's gonna happen is that it's like totally gonna tell that you're wearing something on all the texture areas. And for me, like it's like those areas that give away that you have makeup. For me, usually here on my nose, because everything gathers here on the side of my nose and here. So basically my T-zone is the one that gives away, and usually where people use more makeup, I can't. I can use on my forehead and on the sides. Here in the middle, I have to be very careful. So you see, I applied more dots of the foundation here on the sides because I know that looks better on me. So if you can, maybe you can tell now, like it's not collecting, see? You actually, it's not even covering, and I don't want it to be covered, because if it covers too much, it's gonna look horrible. It separates, it gathers, separates, like turns into a monster. So no. And this area is actually has been very nice lately. It hasn't been has been behaving it behaves well. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But lately it has. So yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Sorry. English is not my first language, okay? I'm sorry. Portuguese is my first language. English is not even my second language. So it's like German is my second language. So you will notice weird accents of Portuguese and German mixed inside English. I'm so sorry. Bear with me, please. Okay. So usually like foundation, it sets, it's like it looks really good right now in the mirror. My light is a little weird. I need to fix that. I need to figure this out. I don't have a lighting. It's the light of the mirror that is actually doing its job. Okay, usually after, because I don't like to I have a little bit wispy bangs here, so I try not to leave the headband for a long time, otherwise my bangs, they go up. So what I do now is my eyebrows. I have the Glossier boy brow in brown. I have, like, my hair is brown, but my eyebrows and my lashes, they are jet black. But you know, like if you use black, it looks like pa in your face. So I use brown usually because that's more than enough. And I have a lot of eyebrows. It's not really like a problem for me. Just on this front parts, like I lacks a little hair. You see, like my hairs, they grow like up naturally on the front, and I have less. So that's basically what I do, is to just, well, I try to make them behave here on the side, but by boy brow, honestly, I don't understand the hype. It's pretty average, like gel that doesn't hold anything at all. I just color things with it. And I also bought this Glossier brow flick. I can't get a hold of it, like I can't understand how to use this in a natural way, because every time I go for like, oh, let's draw something, oh man, it looks horrible. Like in the color now, it's getting like just weird. It's like, it's brown, but it's like getting red. It's just disgusting. Probably throws it away. I don't know anyone that wants something like that. And now my bangs are back, so they don't stick up, and I can proceed. So usually now I apply my brush. Usually now, Jesus. Usually now I apply my blush, and that's what I wanted to say. And what I'm really enjoying, it's the Kaleidos Charisma face palette, in contour palette, sorry, in light and cool, I suppose. And I like to get the chisel, this one, and just like use as a bronzer on my cheeks, in the top of my cheeks, because like I would never a fan of bronzer because it all looks orange on me. I don't know if you can tell, but my skin's pretty neutral, leaning a little too cool. So like if you use something orange, it's like it's like just, it's like your dirt on your face. You have dirt spread on your face. So that's not the look I'm going for. So basically, what I try to do is just like get like a cool palette like that, and get like the warmer shade on the cold palette. That's like, it looks very warm on me. It looks like real bronze, and looks better than blush sometimes, because my natural coloring is not one that blushes. So even when I just some bath. Only my nose gets pink here in the middle and a little bit right on top. Like it never goes down here. Like my bones, my cheekbones are just on top of here. So like I feel like it's beautiful when women use like blush, but it looks horrible on me. It's like not my face shape, not my real coloring. So what we're gonna do is, usually I use this powder before because I was using powder, a powder blush. So what I do is I come, what is this? Ooh, it's a MAC brush, like for blush. So I just take a little top. That's like the best way to apply in my face, at least. And this, because it's so close to skin color, I can actually use all over this area. But if I use a blush all over this area, everyone like asks me like, are you doing okay? Are you feverish? Are you sick? I don't like that look, so I don't do that. And also like here usually doesn't get red on me, so I don't go all the way on the bridge. I just go like here and on the sides. So basically it's just observing your face, like how our colors actually work, at least for me. And then before I close this, I get the contour shade a little with my brush and I use it all over. This just like helps to define my eyes and give them some shadows, natural shadows, because I don't know if you noticed, my eyelids don't have coloring for themselves. Like it's just some people have like almost like an eyeshadow look. Naturally I don't, so I just do that so I can bring a little of the contour back from the foundation. And one of my my drawer. And one of my favorite blushes, it's like old, it's from Natura. It's a Brazilian brand, like coconut package. I love it. And I don't even know what this color is, but it's like right in the middle of like a peach pink. It's very iconic, like the Orgasm from NARS. It's just gorgeous, and it looks great on me. It looks like the color of my real blush. Like I don't know if you can tell, like you can see that color on my skin. It happens naturally. Like I think you can see, maybe maybe not, I hope so. Then take the excess, because I can't use too much blush. I tried, it doesn't look good. And see, I need to apply it really close to my eyes, because that's the natural spot where I get like actual blush. And even then, I can't apply much. Like in camera, I think it looks like I have more than I actually have. And I can come back with the bronzer and just... Oh yeah, I forgot to say. This is a expert face brush from Real Techniques, and I use this for blush because it gives me a lot of control, and I can apply only with this little side, so it gives me a lot of control, and I can apply in a small area of my face. So I love it, and I can use for powder, compact blush. I can use this brush for compact blush and for cream, so it's like perfect. Yeah, nice. It still looks like there is a lot here, but it doesn't look like that in real life. It's the shadows. Okay, the shadow. And so just for a basic look, like normal day, what I really like doing is a brown eyeshadow just to define my eyes, because I have brown eyes, and like I feel like they shine and they get brighter when I use a dark brown eyeshadow, or like even black, but black I feel like it's too like stark a contrast. So for day by day I like using brown. So what I do is like I have this Tati Beauty palette, and I use the Ritual in matte. So okay, don't hate me. I no idea. I bought this brush from Sephora. It's a Tokidoki special edition, but it's basically like, it's a hybrid between a layer shadow brush with a little blending. So nice. And it's very, very, very soft, but a little packed. So I just tap like 3 times on the shadow, because those shadows are not joking when it comes to pigment. I just tap it off, and then I come closer to the roots. And you say like, oh, horrible. No, just blend away, circular motions, and you will see the magic happen. The magic will happen, don't worry. You bring this a little up to the, well, my eyes, they're very hooded. Very hooded. I don't know if you can tell. See, like, yeah, that's exactly why I do that, because when I open my eyes, you can barely see the eyeshadow, even though I brought it up here. Like here you can see my bones, so like I have a lot of space, like a lot, but it's like very hooded, so I need to bring it very, very high. And then see, it actually looks kind of like day makeup. Okay, lights are back, and then I'll do the same thing, 3 taps, tap excess, same thing on the other side. Apply just a line close to the roots. And it really doesn't need to be perfect, because when you blend it, it's gonna be uniform. So just like take your time. And if you don't have like a brush like mine, you can just use 2 different brushes. Maybe you deposit the shadow with one, and then you blend with the other. It does give like a different finishing if you do that, but it's not necessarily bad. You just need to do it and figure out how your face is shaped and how your brushes can help you to get that kind of look. And then I try to bring it down a little and blend. Just clean with my hands. And if it's not enough, you can just tap once more, like get a little more of the eyeshadow, tap the excess off, and bring it carefully. And because my eyes are small, I never go past my iris, so just in the beginning, like this. Very delicate, very delicate. And then they look very similar. I don't go with like highlighters. I don't like highlighters on me because I'm already oily. They look over the top usually, so I don't use highlighters, not even like on my brow bone, because like there's a clear contrast there. I don't need to make it like, I don't need to make it even like more of a contrast, but you can build this up very easily. You can build this up very easily, just like adding some glitter, like eyeliner. I actually really love eyeliner pencils. I don't have any in the moment. I'm hunting for them, and that's why I'm not gonna show any. But if I had, I would maybe do exactly this with a brown eyeliner, just smudge it, or even just add the brown eyeliner. And my eyes like pop when I do that because of the dark color around my eyes, so my iris just looks a little brighter and lighter, I suppose, like more like amber. I don't know if that's noticeable in video though, so I'm sorry. Okay, and now I always use a Curvex because I don't know if you can tell, my lashes are very straight. So I'm sorry if you really don't like this, but I really need to do this. And I like one of the techniques I learned through the years is to press in more than like 3 different places on your lashes, so you can kind of curve them like gradually, so it looks more natural and even more curvy and even better. For mascara, I have Bad Gal from Benefit. It's like a mini size. I got it like Christmas 3 years ago. Oh, it's too good though. And I got it in a package, so I'm like struggling to get it out of the tube. Yes, but I'm gonna use to the end because that's more sustainable, and that's what I was gonna be. So, and it's black, and I don't use, and I've even tried brown mascaras because it doesn't really make sense for me, because I know it's more natural, but my eyelashes are already black, so I will kind of like make my eyelashes, they're already super fine, all my hair is super fine, into being less visible, and they are already very fine and difficult to see, so that's really not my goal. It's not like a look that will make my eyelashes look their best, if you get me. Does that make sense? And I don't apply a lot. I'm not applying a lot. It's just that the mascara, it's old and it's almost all gone. So I'm really trying to make the most of it. So that's why you see me apply. Seems like I'm applying a lot, but I'm not. Oop. I'm very informal with makeup. I just clean with my hands. I'm like, and the most important thing about mascara for me is just to create these dark lines in the bottom of my lashes, because it's natural. Like you see, like this is a very natural mascara, also because there's almost nothing here in the tube anymore. But it ends up creating how do you say, it's a different effect, so it just like makes it more visible, like a line close to my eyes, which enhances what the eyeshadow is already doing, which is creating a contrast, like dark eyes, light skin. Not so light skin anymore because I'm kind of tanned, but it's still like dark brown to black to, I don't know, cream, whatever. It's a huge contrast, so that makes it, the dark looks even darker and the light colors look even lighter. So when I trying to use like dark colors around my eyes, I'm just trying to make the brown inside pop and not look as dark. I think now I explained it well. I hope so. Anyways, so this is like what I usually do in a normal day. Does it look good? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't use lipstick as in a daily habit, but I love Kosas Sport. I have the shade Rush because it's like a cool pink, and it looks exactly like colors on my lips, so that's the most I do. I'm really like addicted to chapsticks and things like that, so oh boy. This is it. I really hope the audio is good. If it's not, this was a practice. And I hope you like it. I hope you come back. I hope we can form a little like group that talks about makeup and has this exchange of stories and ideas and approaches to makeup, because I really like that kind of thing, like seeing other people's point of view of makeup. It makes me really happy because I've always learned something new, and I start applying to my makeup and suddenly I'm like, whoa, makeup is like a whole new world for me. Anyways, I hope you understood me. I hope the audio is good. I hope the lighting doesn't suck like it looks like it suck. I'm sorry. And see you next time.